Just when I thought the absolute worst makeover show couldn't get any worse, it outdoes itself. Joan and her $500 proceed to ruin another person's home on today's episode of What the Hell Did You Do to That Person's House? That's what the show should be called. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there is the show that ran from the early 2000s, actually I think it was the late 90s to 2009, called Decorating Sense. And it was spelt C-E-N-T-S because it's a clever play on word, because sense. Which is something that the people who made the show don't have. And really what it was a makeover show in which host Joan has $500 and she employs her goon Nadia to help ruin someone's already established and well-made home. She actually ruins people's houses, and then she has the audacity to smile and say they make it better. Now, this show I thought was bad enough when I watched the first episode. Now, I found another episode where she just goes crazy. This time it's a girl and she has a beautiful house, and we're about to watch it get absolutely destroyed. I hope you like this content. I hope you want to subscribe. I'm not going to force you to, unlike Joan, but if you do want to, by the end of this video, I hope that you do. And if you have any other shows that you want to tell me about or just say something about Joan, you can hit me up on my Instagram at sixteenleo. Okay, let's watch this.
Today on Decorating Sense, an island retreat in the heart of the city.
Like, this girl literally left the city and then Joan tracked her down. Joan used the heartbeat sensor on her Warzone account to actually track this lady down and be like, I'm going to fix your house. You can't escape Joan. I'll never get over that theme song and how little sense it makes. At least Friends had a theme song, you know, or someone thought about that. Most shows have a theme song. If you even look at The Simpsons, they start with The Simpsons. This one is just a bunch of shit being played. And then it just has a title, Decorating Sense. And the font is all fucked up and everything just looks like it was done in iMovie. Oh God, why?
Hi, I'm Joan Steffen. Welcome to Decorating Sense. After an island wedding, newlyweds Rebecca and...
Oh God. Okay. I forgot this dude wore a sombrero to his wedding. I don't know if that's his wedding. I hope it's not, but that is a big sombrero. This might be just revenge. Joan's like, look, you have a weird husband. I'm gonna ruin your life and your house. In that order. So you're looking at this house, right? And you're like, this is a nice looking house. There is nothing that needs to be changed. Or am I the only one who's like, man, if I was newly married and I got a house and it looked like this, I would be elated. I don't know if it's just me, but Joan is apparently looking at this and she's like, psh, rookie, psh, what kind of bitch house is this? Your husband better divorce you for a house like this. Why? It's a nice looking house.
A yard and a bigger home, so it really suits us.
So you bought a home to just leave.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. And yet,
Doesn't everybody, Joan? Does anybody want to just stay in their house? And maybe they do want to stay in their house, but there was a thing in 2020 when everyone had to stay in their house, and I think they realized how good it is to leave their house. Joan, shut the front door, lady. How dare you? This is a decent looking house. I'm just not ready for how she's about to ruin this.
This is a gift from my mother, and this is something that I would like to sort of decorate a room around, or...
That is something that you should throw in the garbage, actually. I don't know who said it was a good idea to make bananas and then put a hole in the middle of them and then use it as what looks like either a lampshade or maybe a bowl that is very, very bad to use. Whatever that is, your mom hates you.
Sort of a theme to start with.
tell me the significance. Why does it appeal to you so much?
It's a fucking bowl that's made out of bananas. This is significantly, unless she likes a lot of bananas, I don't think there's that much significance. Oh, I just realized the bowl actually, I was so confused because it looked like the bowl had a hole in the middle.
Something tropical about it, and something so simple and basic.
And we had just two functions to consider.
Television.
Television?
Nice. Yeah.
And I think a lot of seating. Other than that, we're not really picky.
And you're not afraid at all.
No?
And you should be afraid. I mean, Joan is literally explaining how evil she is. She's like, and you're not afraid that I'm going to obliterate your home. Nothing. You two idiots really think that you're going to be living here and being happy when I'm done? Okay. Up to you.
A travel theme?
this
Is that what I'm getting
Well, they
from
do
this?
travel a lot, so I do want to bring that into this.
Okay, so it seems that Joan has actually fired Nadia and brought a new person called Bianca. I didn't actually even realize that this whole time. I was sitting there thinking that is Nadia. They're so replaceable that Joan just has a bunch of goons who have sewing kits and other various items at their home. And she's like, you, come here. What? Bianca, you're the new Nadia. Next episode, Bianca, get out. We need Tina.
Color.
Color,
Lots of
exactly.
color.
Adding color and texture.
I love this. We are going on vacation for under $500.
Yeah, Joan forgot to explain the premise of the show because I don't know if she's fully there. Like, maybe someone gave her the job because they felt sorry for her. Joan just seems like a fun, loving gal. The actual premise, which she should have probably described, and she did that in the first episode, but seemed to forget here, is that they're doing the renovation for under $500, which I've said is just maniacal. Like a house that cost well over $100,000 to $300,000, and you're going to try and renovate it for the price of a shitty computer. Even a MacBook costs more than that. Even a secondhand MacBook costs more. Come on, Joan. I like how they didn't even explain what they're doing. The show offers so much variety because I've only really watched a few episodes, and at least in the episodes I watch, Joan comes with a plan. She's like, this is what we're gonna plan to do. In this episode, she's just like, I'm gonna make it look good, and then she just starts taping shit together. Is anybody else in this project, or is it just these two?
Stripes of sophistication.
In rich chocolate brown.
Ooh! They said they wanted it warm, not shit colored. Oh my goodness gracious me. What are you doing? Are you serious? Is this serious? Oh my god. That's the worst looking color. Why would anyone paint the... They're gonna make the house look like a shit.
Ooh, that is good. That is a great color.
Joan, you bitch. What are you doing? Why? Maybe, you know what? Maybe she's got a plan. I feel like I'm overreacting. She's got a plan, I'm sure.
The stripes bring in a lot of style for very little money.
For real? Joan loves half painting a house. She got that half painted house look. This is a really unique look, Joan. $40 to fuck up a house. That's a new record for you. Wow. Well, it looks like a Dr. Seuss book, so that's... Maybe they wanted a quirky home.
With a definite design direction, we move on to the furniture. What are we gonna do? We got hot glue?
So they draped up that home. I like open plan homes. I don't really care if someone sees my butt cheeks, something like that, that's fine. But they draped it up. I guess to each their own. Let's see what else Joan is doing in this beautiful home.
And then,
and hot
so
glue,
one
it just
here,
comes right
hot
off.
glue. Yeah, and we're also gonna put 2 on the top.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it looks really cute. Well, it gets some...
It looks like a guitar. She put a placemat on the side of a cabinet? A wooden cabinet? What on God's green fucking earth are they doing? Why? What? Who's coming into the house being like, oh, whoa, you got that new tablecloth stuck onto your tablecloth look. Whoa. Hey, where's the placemat? Oh, it's on the cabinet. Can you get it? No, it's stuck onto the side of the cabinet. Someone designed that. Huh. Oh, well, okay, well, I'm gonna leave then.
Some of those bright colors that they said they liked.
Oh, this is so futile. It makes me question what people think are good. This is like when you have zero skill and talent and you're still doing it with confidence. Like, it's so funny but painful at the same time. They're ruining it.
Our estate sale finds will perk right up with new fabric seat covers left over from the drapes.
You got secondhand you got secondhand dining chairs. You got jizz-stained dining chairs and you think that's an upgrade. Why? Why does everything need to be from an estate sale, from a prison, a relocation thing where they have the auctions? You know, oh, this used to be drug money chair, but now it's yours. Why, Joan? She's bringing termites into the house and things. It's an island living.
Deck chairs, you know, like
They
if
do
you're on a
remind you of
cruise,
that.
to get that travel thing.
They are deck chairs. And you know why they're called deck chairs? Because they go on the fucking deck. You put them inside the house. Joan. Where is she? I need to write her an email. I need her to come on the show. I need to describe what I feel to her. I need to interview her and ask, what were you thinking, Joan? Why is only 2 of the chairs like that? Do you like asymmetric designs? Only 2 chairs match, the other 2 look like fucking deck chair. It looks like the person didn't know how to make a dining table. You ruined their house.
Chandelier, I thought we could do the window, bring in some color, some architecture, and put some candles on top.
I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I quit. I quit in life. I'm done. Can you imagine just sitting down at a chair and then looking up and seeing an old rusty window hung up by chains in your own very own home that now features a shit colored wall? Just, you know that scene in Cars where Lightning McQueen gets like absolutely like he gets dapper? Like all those people give him a new paint job, they give him new tires, this and that. This is like the opposite of that. It would be like him going there and someone like busts his tires, they scratch his paint up, and then they bust his windshield. Like, bro, I've never seen anyone take a dank window and then be like, let me put it above my house. And then call it a chandelier. You had the nerve to call it a chandelier. Oh my god, this is bad.
We're making sure it's low enough so as not to be a fire hazard to the ceiling.
It's a hazard to the eyes, though, Joan, whatever your name is. Bully Joan, it's a hazard. It's Dukes of Hazzard, really.
In between the 2 spaces. This is it?
This is it.
I thought it was going against the wall. It was going to be a fireplace.
It's not. It's gonna be for a little freestanding.
Take it back. Take it back. Take it back to the junkyard, Joan. This is not a bar. You're gonna need to drink a bar to actually think that this is good. Please take it back. Please. It looks disgusting. Please take it back. Don't call this rustic. They just put that in the middle of the fucking room, did they? I'm having a nervous breakdown, actually. I think that I don't even know these people, and I want to give them a hug and say I'm so sorry that this exists. I can't do this. Don't do that. Take that out. Please take that out. Please. Please take that out.
It's a vintage shade, sort of that retro feel to get that retro.
You can't just take things out of the street and then call them retro, dude. So then these 2 decide the bar was not enough to ruin this couple's life. They're gonna actually make a dank lampshade. I don't even know what she said. These are shells. They don't look like shells. I don't know where she found this.
Well, the dining room's looking pretty good, but the living room's looking a little bare. We're gonna take care of that.
She literally put that in the middle of the room. The house looked so spacious before because it had a single color, it had unity, it had functionality, it had an aesthetic of 2 people who want to live in the home. Now it looks like what happens when you try and make a home from memory, but you've never been a human being before. This is like AI trying to recreate a cool vibe. Oh my god, you ruined their house.
When we come back, then we will bring the newlyweds back to see what they think of their new rooms.
They're gonna get divorced, is what they're gonna do. One of them is gonna take one side of the house, the other is gonna be delegated to this.
Welcome back to Decorating Sense, where we are getting close to having finished up this beauty.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What the fuck is that shit? What is that? What is that though? What is that? Oh god. Is this a house anymore? This seems like a fantasy that I'm living. What surreal dream is this?
Beautiful dining room over there in our under $500 makeover. And now we're adding a little division to the 2 rooms.
Why? Oh, okay. Look, I took a few courses back in my day about like design and stuff. I'm not an expert. I know a few designers that I like, but gosh, I don't know any of them who would design a house like this. And I think everyone can tell you, generally speaking, open plan is better. It gives you more space, and everybody desires that nowadays. I don't think back in the day people wanted more rooms. It's a couple. It's 2 people. You think they need dividers? On the dining room. Living room. Joan's the type of person to put like golden stars on a coffin. She's like, you need a dazzling death.
With some of the most beautiful fabric I have ever seen.
Isn't this?
Then put it in your house then. Why don't you put any of the stuff in your house? Yeah, that's right. Nobody's decorating your house for $500. You wouldn't let that shit happen. Okay, I gotta admit though, that sofa does not match. I'm not a huge fan of just dark black sofa, but especially with this room color, and now because of the shit colored walls, I don't know if I like the couch. Maybe they'll get a new couch, but they've already spent like most of their budget. I think they've got like $200 left.
Stop and maybe sit on them.
This is going to be a
They're
wrestling
king
match?
size shams, so they hopefully will.
Seriously? This is an excellent idea.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
This is probably why the show got canceled, huh?
Wow, that really adds a beautiful touch.
Color.
Hopefully updating the homeowners' chairs will be a little easier.
It's like watching like a GTA 5 and you randomly customize your character to make him look as weird and out of place as possible, but this is someone's real life. They like took a black couch, which I didn't like. I thought they were gonna change the color of the couch, and they changed a couple cushions. They added some pizzazz to it, but now it looks like the Terminator of couches. Like it's just made of different parts. This is genuinely the worst thing I've seen. Like I don't know how to explain. I'm not doing this. This is not like, oh, I'm acting here. I'm absolutely disgusted by what I'm seeing. I would have body slammed Joan through the house if I saw this. Honestly, even the Undertaker would not resurrect this bitch.
We're gonna take them off and kind of make them into slipper chairs of
Make
some
them into
sort,
slipper
but-
chairs or just yeah. More.
That lady, Bianca, is fired. She's so fired. Like, no, I'm sure after she watched this, everyone was like, you need to stick to something that improves people's lives. Because this is not that.
And now cracked.
Oh no. Is it a good thing?
Is a crack ever a good thing when you're doing wooden things? He's not a chiropractor, he's a carpenter.
I'm amazed with how cool it turned out.
I like.
I don't like them, but compared to the couch, it's at least the same color as each other. I'm surprised they didn't just start painting random bullshit on it. So it looks like someone had to save the day there, because it looks like they were making an absolute mess out of the couches, and the couches look a little bit different, but maybe they just did that. Either way, it's a weird to have your drapes be the style of the whole room. Like everything is that specific color, that pattern. It's also disgusting, in my opinion, that if you're sitting watching the TV, right next to you is a chair. So nobody can actually sit in the end of that couch and the chair at the same time, or their legs would be touching, unless you want that kind of stuff. Hey, I don't know what kind of person you are.
Yeah, it looks great in the room. The feet look fabulous.
It's comfortable enough that I don't know that I want to do any other work today. The bun feet were the big expense here, since the drapery panels were more freebies. Okay, now what?
Yeah, now what is really what I'm asking. And I'm not asking it like that. It's like, now what? Now what are you gonna do?
So we're gonna cut them into squares.
Okay.
And then tack them with these nice upholstery tacks.
What did she say? Do the coming squares. Is that the color? What? What are you doing?
Okay. Again, sounds good in theory.
Sounds good in theory is what the show's name should be. This sounds good in theory. People should have named this Sounds Good in Theory. I feel like that would be a hell of a show. Like, it's Joan and she has a budget, and in theory she's going to absolutely make this pop, and then Joan proceeds to ruin people's homes because it sounds good in theory, but when Joan touches it, it becomes a nightmare, and that's reality. So anyway, these two are cutting up some white leather.
Okay, moving on. Now the room's ready for artwork.
They did ruin everything in this home. Like, I've seen episodes where they ruin like little parts, and I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. But this is the whole home. They ruined the whole home. They took every single aspect that was good, and they absolutely demolished it. Oh, these poor couple. Oh, what are they doing? They banged leather into a table. It just looks so stupid. Your table is not supposed to be cowboy pants. What are you doing, Bianca? Joan is she's easily influenced. Joan is, someone told her to wear an aqua blue shirt. She was like, yeah, I'm doing that. No, please stop. How much more do you have? Stop, bitch. Just have some unity in the room. Everything is gonna be different. The room looks like it's a Jackson Pollock painting or something. This looks crazy.
One last detail. Cigar boxes offer the perfect hideaway for remote controls.
Just put them on the table. Nobody's actually going to be like, hey, check this out. It's not a cigar. It's a TV remote. By the way, there's no toilet paper in the toilet. I have it in another box. Yeah, it's in the fridge, actually. Oh, yeah, and if you want to eat food, you're gonna have to go to the basement. Because Joan, whatever her name is, ruined my life.
Oh, what do you say? I feel like I've gone to a different country.
Good. That's
Certainly to a different
really
room.
good.
You know, I'm sorry. Couches are supposed to be for sitting and watching something, or if you're possibly podcasting like this, but this seems like a podcast, and it feels like there's too much in the room if you have to like absolutely push two items together so you're looking at each other in this weird position. Maybe you could have got rid of some of these things. I don't know how many friends or guests they have that they all have to be sitting down. In that case, get a bus. Don't get a home. Do something else with it, but this is just so close. Why would anybody do this? This looks like a guest show, like the Late Show with David Letterman, and he lost all of his furniture.
This is so striking.
It is.
Against the brown and the white.
Just some simple shutters that, just brush it on. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just brush on the bright color.
I just want to see one episode where the couple comes out and they're like, oh, by the way, we're renting. And then the show gets shut down because someone's like, what? Ruined someone else's house?
It turned out really, really nice.
Yeah.
I know, and total transformation. I doubt they'll recognize those chairs.
Oh, I don't think so.
I doubt they'll recognize the house or even who they are anymore, Bianca. I don't even know if they're even going to come home as the same people. I don't know what their names were before, but I think they're going to have an internal crisis.
How much?
500.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I like how Joan asks at the end, she's like, how much you spent? 500? I told you not to. You could have got McDonald's McFlurries, you whore. Fine. She always seems disappointed that they spend the money. She gives them the budget of 500 and she gets like annoyed when they spend 500.
Penny.
Yeah, I can see it. And I know they're gonna love it. I just know they will. You have no nerves about that, do you?
She should. She has a lot of freaking nerve actually making this house and calling herself a designer. Maybe she's a designer of pain or something.
I always have a little nerves, but
Really?
I think they will like it.
I think the weeping will be because of joy.
Yes.
Let's go see.
Now it's time for the beautiful couple to come back in. They just got married and now their life is being ruined. How will they take it? As there, I don't know if they'd put a reaction on where they absolutely flip out. So I really don't think they will, but maybe there'll be a few signs.
I don't think you have to go on vacation anymore. you just get to stay home. Open your eyes.
Yet. That's a problem. I can't believe that was the before and this is the after. It looks so much more spacious. Oh, it looked good before. It looked great before.
They had nice pieces, but it needed to be pulled together, and the plain white walls made it feel stark. The wide horizontal stripes set the tone for a sophisticated style.
This is like what you do in a man cave, or I'm sure a woman cave or something. I'm not sure what the equivalent is, but you know how you have like specific rooms. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna dedicate that to this. Don't do it to the living room. Don't do that. Why? These poor people. They went out of the city. They got a nice house. They called Joan, and then everything's over now. Imagine trying to sell this house, just by the way, logistically. You want to move to a different place, you have a kid now, you're like, okay, we got to get rid of this house. Your agent comes in, she sees this, and she's like, what the fuck? How am I going to sell this? It's a characteristic home. It's a fun-looking house. You're going to have to get rid of everything, unassemble everything, and then repaint the walls for anyone to be like, yep, I like it. I don't know about this, man.
We added more lighting for drama, even where there was none.
Oh my god!
This bitch literally said we brought it down so it wouldn't be a fire hazard, only to then put candles on top of it that you would have to invariably use a ladder to take down. She created a bigger fire hazard. Joan is so evil. Thanos got clauses from Joan on being evil. Never seen a girl this evil before. Joan she's whew. She takes the cake, man.
You're very welcome. It was fun. I am just completely in shock. It doesn't even feel like our home.
It doesn't feel like anybody's home. It doesn't feel like, it feels like a movie set in which the crazy Riddler comes out and then asks 3 questions and then goes back into his hole.
Another great makeover for under $500, but I hope you stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to be doing an interior redesign. Coming up, colorful sofa.
I like how she plugs at the end while other people are there and they're just thinking about how many more houses she's ruined. We do see more in this video, but this is all I wanted to talk about because this was, I mean, come on. Can I read some of the comments to you? Really? This is... Becca says, it's hard to imagine a more unpleasant collection of things. It's genuinely alarming. White Chris 720 says, they tore up the furniture and created a fire hazard. Put an old organ in the room to clutter it up. Great job. Jenna says fire hazard with all those candles, ridiculous for any decade. And Sunshine Baby says that house looked 100 times better before the renovation, not to mention how much of a pain in the ass it would be to constantly light those candles up that high. I told you this was the worst one. They had 30 something seasons of they had 30 seasons of ruining people's homes. It's like a serial killer and you just couldn't catch someone until the very end. Too many victims is what I say. Too many victims. Bianca has taken more victims than the Golden State Killer. Well, I don't know if that's true, but what a wild ride that was. Thank you for sharing the time with me. I really don't know if I can watch these shows alone without, keeping my sanity. It makes me feel better whenever I share this with someone. But that is Decorating Sense, a show that has no sense whatsoever. Thanks. And hopefully Joan won't show up at your place, because if she does, you won't recognize it the next day. Take care of yourselves. Keep on decorating. See you, big babies. Okay.